but especially for track.
Yes.
And now we step in the Canadian Bacon versus Bloom. Bacon is no longer safe. He needs at least a tie here to secure his spot in the finals. And after that last game, if he loses to Bloom, Warning Track is going to take his place.
Yep, so I'm just setting things. So talk amongst yourselves while I set things up.
Yes, and Track actually had a great season beginning. He won his first 3 matches. So he was quite hyped up to be the dark horse of the season within Diamond Division at the very least. And just then equally there were 3 losses. So that's why he's still in this kind of unsure position. So it kind of looks like him getting the second spot, being eligible for the whole championship match, is kind of deserved and earned by his good good games in the beginning of the championship.
Here's an interesting statistic. Warning Track does not have a single draw this season.
That's right.
He's all wins and losses, nothing in between.
Well, go hard or go home, right?
All right.
Exactly.
And I think it's time to go and see what happens in Canadian Bacon versus Bloom. And I actually just had the draft up, but I closed it. There. Nope, that's the old draft. All right, there we go. The real Canadian Bacon versus Bloom draft. Here we go. Canadian Bacon gets the festivities started by banning out High Rise any 2 of 3, and Bloom goes ahead and bans Balcony any 2 of 3. Canadian Bacon's doubled pick is going to be Ballroom any 4 of 8, which is, I think, a mat, like one of the... I'm actually surprised we haven't seen that as much this entire season. Bloom goes ahead and picks up Library 5 of 8 for his doubled pick. Canadian... What?
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 Bacon picks Pub.
Bacon picks Pub.
Bacon picks Pub?
Bacon picked Pub, any 4 of 7, and then Bloom goes ahead and picks Modern 5 of 8. What?
Here I thought we were gonna have a nice normal draft. What is this?
We don't have Courtyard at all.
The only time I have beaten Canadian Bacon in like a series of 10 games is on Pub.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Bloom does like Pub.
Yeah, like I thought Bacon was not a fan of Pub. Maybe he's been. I guess he's been practicing. Oh my gosh. Oh, such great drafts. I'm very excited. Let's get into this game, shall we?
Oh man, oh man. All right, remember, there's a lot on the line for Canadian Bacon here. If he loses this match to Bloom, he is no longer in the grand finals. But starting things out, in the first map that ever existed in Spy Party, it's Ballroom, with Bacon on the Spy and Bloom on the Sniper. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Starting innocently in an empty conversation, probably planning what to do.
Oh, hangs out just a split second too long and gets caught in the small animation break, but not the kind of thing you'd see unless you're really looking for it. Picks up a flirt at Blue Bookcase and goes for the animation transfer. It's a green test for Blue Film in pocket. Fast start from Canadian Bacon here.
Yeah, and almost at the right time, Bloom moved away his laser to the other side of the map. So I'm pretty sure that microfilm went by unnoticed. I would say completely.
I think you're probably correct. Denying a drink from Toby here as he gets ready to step into probably this conversation here to pick up a flirt in the contact. Yes, indeed, that is the plan. Let's see what he goes for first. We are starting with the flirt here. White test for 68% as we wait for more people to fill up the conversations because there's a little bit too much activity.
And also, we need to talk to our seduction target twice, while double agent doesn't do it just once. So, I personally do flirt first as well in such situations.
But we don't wind up getting the chance to finish the contact as the double agent steps away. So Bacon heads off to the side statues for his first pair of inspects.
Going back to finish, or not. I was about to say going back to finish our flirt, but apparently not yet.
Yeah, I thought so too, but now Bacon finally does step into the conversation to finish this up. But look at the time. There's only 1:10 left, and we don't have a single completion yet.
We need a... Okay, so we finish up this flirt. We do a banana bread, and we have a microfilm, and I guess statues.
That seems to be the plan, but
All that
the
in
books and the
55 seconds.
statues both take some time, and the double agent's not confirmed.
Yeah, and we have only 45 seconds left.
What's the play here? Is he just going to idle and wait for Bloom to take a shot?
I hope not. I guess we're gonna finish up that microfilm.
We are into the books to get this finished up. Bloom's spending a lot of time watching Toby.
Oh, that should have been caught.
It was a green test, so it wasn't too bad. It was still very much visible, but Bloom's eyes were elsewhere. 15 seconds as he puts the book back. It has to be an inspect swap. There's no other way to finish in time.
It has to be.
I don't even know if this will finish in time. Here's the
It will
inspect.
not. I don't think it will.
It might just. 1 second. This inspect comes off, but he does not get the swap. And Canadian Bacon runs out of time on the first map.
We needed just like 2 seconds. Perhaps even one could have been enough.
If he hit the green test on the inspect, it comes off. But I still don't know if it would have been enough. Oh boy.
I'm just not sure what to say about it. I think it's just that missed third flirt and going to Windows instead. So that was, what, 7 seconds wasted? And of course, we
Yeah.
had to do something because the agent wasn't fully cooperative as we wanted them to, but it just feels bad, man. You know?
Yeah, just playing a little bit too slow. Let the time get away from him a bit, and it cost Canadian Bacon the first game. Now he steps into the sniper side as Bloom steps into the spy shoes. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Turning at Windows might get away with a bug going back, but
Doesn't wind up taking the opportunity.
Yeah.
Bit of a slow start from Bloom, but does wind up stepping in next to the seduction target to get things rolling on the flirt.
yeah, we have not flirted yet. So, okay, now we have 34%. Decent standard start.
And
Double
the double
agent.
agent decides to get friendly as well, so we've got a contact lineup if he wants it, but they're a
Not
reasonable
that-
number of people out of conversation.
Exactly, I believe 5 in total. 3 that I see now. It was 5 a little bit earlier. So still not a great one.
Yeah, Bloom's still waiting. Still 3 people out of conversation, now 5. I don't think he's going to go for this. At least not yet. Oh, now he does finally hit it. The timing's still not great here.
Have 1, 2, 3 lowlights. 4.
So 4 lowlights is not very good, and didn't even get the flirt for the timer for waiting
that is
so
a little
long.
bit disappointing.
Not a great situation for Bloom as he's let off a lot of lowlights, but hasn't accrued any suspicion himself as of yet. White test on the next flirt brings us up to 68% with a minute and 40 about left on the clock.
Once again, we're running out of time, but unlike it was in previous game, we don't even have partial mission progresses that we could potentially just finish up in an endgame rush. Bloom is in a bad position if he plans to finish missions, I think.
Well, he does take a white purloin, so this is going to give him some more room to work as he waits for the timer flirt. Does take a big highlight there, coming off the tail end of it. Here's the flirt getting finished up, so one more mission is all it takes, but I don't think Bloom can afford to hit up center statue here.
Swap, but Bacon seems to be the one who would catch that. Well, many players seem to be like that, but yeah, center statues would mean death at this point, especially with that purloin highlight.
I think it's going to have to be the reverse drive by Bug. Oh, we had the opportunity there. The ambassador lined it up beautifully for us. Bloom just wasn't able to pull the trigger. It probably would have been death anyways. It looks like Bacon was looking for it, but I think he had to try it.
Exactly. The laser was very much right on there, and very much with that right hand for Bug was within sniper's sight. I agree with Bloom.
There it is!
Now he does and gets shot for it.
It didn't even take.
Yeah.
Didn't even take. The shot comes off, and Canadian Bacon keeps things tied up 1-1. But these guys are going to have to start moving a bit faster. All right. Stepping into the next one, Canadian Bacon on the spy side once more. Bloom on the sniper. Back into the ballroom in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
We could have started with a bug, but probably would have been caught, so I guess that's why we don't.
Sometimes those split-second decisions in the time of chaos are sort of hindsight's 2020 situations. You don't really have enough time to figure out whether it's going to be a good bug or not until the opportunity is gone. But Bacon does start things off at side statue. Picks up 2 inspects early on. Flirts for 34%.
Yeah, and we don't get a highlight for statues, which I'm not sure if Bloom doesn't do that, or simply because it was early statue visit, which is not likely for a spy.
And side statue to boot. But 34% picked up on this first flirt here, so Canadian Bacon stepping away now is at least moving a bit faster.
Yeah, 1 minute and 2 partial progresses on mission, so that's something.
You could tell on the way out of that last conversation he was lining up a bug, saw the ambassador start moving and had to bail on it last second, but there was a pad that he was right on top of, so it all worked out. Green purloin coming off in the back of the conversation.
Oh, and Seek rejects 2.
We've got some rejects. We've got another flirt lined up as we get away from Toby. There's the purloin getting taken. We did not get the flirt off, but we are... For a second there, we had a good lineup for a bug if we wanted it, but now it's gone.
Okay, and Bloom now noticed the purloin. He took 1 low light.
Banana bread.
No highlights for the purloin means that Bloom is not sure of a target, I don't think. He doesn't really know what's going on with it. The contact comes off. Very bold contact as well.
Yeah, he didn't seem to know the convo, otherwise low lights would have started to come off. There was only 1 low light.
1 minute and 5 left to play. A nice lineup on the bug if he wants it. And he does! Pillar was in the way as Bloom starts to rotate and the bug comes off perfectly clean. Flirts up to 85%. This should be a win from Canadian Bacon off the back of that beautiful bug. And the shot comes off either way. Bacon takes the lead.
Nicely done.
Very nicely done. That was a nice spy game from Bacon.
Yeah, let's just take a quick look at that bug really fast. Gonna go straight in a circle, and yeah, just unfortunately, Bloom was moving the camera. I mean, Taft, one of the bigger characters, was also probably blocking as well, but yeah, that pillar is just kind of roughly positioned. Bacon got it pretty much perfectly behind that thing. So that was an excellent bug. Really well done.
Beautiful, beautiful bug as Bloom steps back into the spiral, looking to hold serve on the spy side, which is not something you usually want. Bacon on the sniper. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Starting with a very early flirt of 51% green. That's awesome.
Very nice little start there. Might be able to catch Canadian Bacon on looking at something else and pick up an animation transfer with the cover he has between the conversation and the pillar there, but opts not to. Just puts it back down innocently and starts chatting up the double agent.
Yeah, I understand that decision as well. You are always spies usually are a bit more paranoid of what sniper is looking at or not.
Animation transfers, especially at the green bookcase, are hard to pull off.
Yeah. Especially on such a high level as Simon.
Indeed.
I don't think it's a great time for a contact to happen.
So many people out of conversation.
Yeah.
Now things are filling out more. He might pull the trigger on this soon. Especially now that Smallman's in conversation, and that's when he decides to pull the trigger. Contact does come off, but lots of people moving in the process.
5 lowlights. If not 6.
6, it looks like. That's a lot. That's a lot of lowlights.
It's basically half of the spy-eligible characters.
That's bad. That's really not good, as Bloom is hanging out in conversation still, not really doing much. Minute and 40 left to play. Halfway done the flirt. This is not looking great.
Oh, yeah, once again, we're running out of time. And we still just idle a bit more.
This is some weird decision-making coming out of Bloom here. I'm surprised he hasn't just stepped in for this flirt yet.
Yeah, I mean, in the previous match, we mentioned that, okay, both players were too aggressive. It's nice to see something standard and, by the books and a bit boring, but this is just too boring and too
tests the flirt! I don't think we're finishing missions at this point.
We're not gonna. Extremely not feasible.
Well, Bloom has very much proven that he is willing to time out and still somehow got shot anyways. Oh, a nice little bug coming along the backside.
But still, what's
next? We only have 30 seconds to play with here. Bloom has just bought himself a way back into this game, but he needs to act fast, and he's not.
I need to center statue inspect swap. Flirt's not gonna happen.
Especially now that the second target has run away. This isn't how we do this. Hits the green test. One mission off. It's 10 seconds. It's gonna be overtime. It has to be the purloin, and it is. It's a white test, though. This probably isn't going to end well. He hasn't seen it yet. Bacon hasn't seen it yet. The shot comes off. And somehow Bacon finds a way in the last moments. That was terrifying in every way. Holy mackerel, what a game that was. And Bacon comes out of the first map, 2-2.
Isn't it 3-1?
I think I think you're right.
Oh, did I give a... Oh, I think, yes, I gave a point to the... Let me just double check to make sure. But I think I may... Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is 3-1. I clicked the
Yeah, it should be 3-1.
Yep.
All right, cool.
All right.
We figured it out.
Everything's fine.
We're stepping in to the library. Bacon starting things off on the spy side. Bloom with a deficit on the sniper. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Could we try for a book? It seems we're getting more distance. So well,
Taft.
still perhaps.
Taft too fast. Taft is too fast. Time and chaos bugs are really hard against him. But Bacon picks up an early white time ad and slips in the back of this conversation with so much cover.
Yeah, we probably weren't even seen at that window.
Yeah, I don't think we were. Very nice little bit of extra time for Bacon off the top. That's a nice thing to do in match formats because quite often it'll mess with your opponent's head a bit. But as we step into center statues here, oh my!
Ooh,
That's just a straight up white swap.
Perhaps we thought the laser wouldn't come back and that's why we went with it, or just
Or
action
just an
cycle
action
priority?
priorities issue. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but Bacon getting the heck out of Dodge. Bloom, I think, probably just saw the statue. I don't know if he actually
I think
noticed
so,
it, but
yeah.
it was on
and
camera.
He has only
That was ugly.
That was
Right on camera, and it was real ugly, but it doesn't even get the flirt off either. But it looks like we might have gotten away from that swap cleanly. I'm not sure what Bloom's doing here.
well at this point. Okay, you have a inspect swab, but probably no other missions done yet. So perhaps Bloom is just waiting for Bacon to do something else like or mission
Could be.
completion related to get a shot then.
Laser movement doesn't really suggest that he's paying a gigantic amount of attention to Bacon.
That is true.
Well, now he's hanging around a little bit. 32% off the first flirt is
Not ideal.
just fine. Not ideal, but it's still in range for a 3 flirt.
Yeah, just we do come back to the same convo to get the other flirt, but ours still leaves
This
that we're doing.
freaking seduction target, man! This seduction target has not been friendly this day.
Yeah, just not a match.
2 minutes left to play. Fake
Banana
contact comes off.
Not a great one.
Yeah, this is an unusual decision here. Minute and 50 on the clock. We've got 2 missions done. I think Bacon thinks there's a lot more heat on him than I think there is.
It seems so. I would agree.
Yeah, I'm thinking the swap was probably an issue with action priorities, and now he's just trying to get somebody else shot.
Yeah, that kind of banana bread can mostly only happen because you're trying to get sniper to shoot someone else. Because hey, I just have a one person. That's most likely not SDA. Why would I do banana bread there?
Well, we've got ourselves up to 66% on the flirt.
We still have only 1 minute to do and 1 minute to go, and aside from finishing flirt, we have 2 more missions, and we already time added in the beginning, so we wasted a lot of time this game.
Yeah, I think Bacon thinks there's just too much heat on him, and he's just not going to finish missions. I think that's what's going on. Because he's not even really trying to do much at this point, except for a green purloin. If there's any way to get a sniper to take a shot, it's by showing a hardtail. That was not an attempt to finish missions, that was an attempt to frame, and it doesn't wind up working out. It could have, but it doesn't. Bloom is still in this.
Indeed.
Bloom stepping into the spy side here. Canadian Bacon on the sniper as we head once more into library in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
starting without progress. I always find starting without progress in library a very weird choice because in this huge map during the chaos, you could easily start many things and not
Yeah.
be given attention for either.
Well, Bloom has always been a slow player. Doesn't
Fair
feel
enough.
like changing that now as he steps in for the first flirt and picks up 33% at the windows. And hey, it's slow play has been working for him in SCL seasons past, but unfortunately, this time around he is locked into the bottom two. There is a nice little lineup for a bug there if he wants it, but taking a bit of a wide path around, making it very obvious that he's not going for a bug. It's like he's stepping out to pick up a flirt and or a contact and or hang out at this window in time ad. It's a green time ad though, so
Yeah.
that works.
Oh, not even going for that second floor there.
Unusual decision.
Indeed so. You said that slow play has been working for Bloom so far, and yet we've seen both from Bloom and Bacon slow playing and then needing to rush something or just be desperate at the end of the game and making such a mistake that would get you shot. So
Well, I didn't say it was working for him in this match. Because it's not working for him in this match. It's just
exactly.
Went for a difficult fingerprint, didn't wind up hitting it, and just wanders back over to pick up the second flirt that he probably could have gotten quite a while ago. But up to 67% there, and now stepping into side statues.
So we have 2 minutes 30.
Oh, swaps and runs away from it. Wasn't even
that.
seen at the statues. Is seen walking
that.
away, and that is all.
Now that's how you swap on library.
Hell yeah, it is.
And even mission progress says he's still far behind. My heart now says, okay, Bloom is back in the game. Wanting to be back in the game, he's trying for it.
Bloom could very easily be back in the game. Still playing far too slowly, but now it's going to be that much harder for Bacon to not take a shot.
Yeah, Bacon sees the swap.
Minute and 35 left to play as he steps in for his final flirt. But
final flirt, we banana bread and we inspect.
No! God damn it, seduction target! Why do you keep doing this?
They're more interested in books than in people, apparently.
Well, I guess she's like, well, Bloom, if you're not gonna finish missions, I'm certainly not gonna help you.
I'm not into that kind of type of girl.
Bloom gets low lit for inactivity and picks up a red watch check. Another beep happens, 2 beeps back to back. A missed pad, but we're low lit, so it's hard to see. Look at this.
Okay.
I think this is actually target just a highlight for Bloom's awkwardness.
Okay, so let's say we transfer microfilm, then or not. I'm trying to figure out what mission completion would be. Center statues, banana bread, and would have to be the center statues? Or sorry, microfilm, I mean.
Yeah, if we can...
Or keep buying time until someone else finally gets shot.
This inspect. If Oprah's not putting the statue down quickly enough, and we're not able to get the last inspect done, 45 seconds to play, and Bloom, it's gotta be another time ad, right?
It has to. Or, I don't know, bug into that statue and then BB quickly at the end. If we can, but that's a bit too risky.
The bug comes off. This is going to be the contact and then back into statues. This is how we finish.
Banana bread.
There's the contact. 15 seconds, you gotta go, Bloom! Don't let it be overtime! Here he goes! It is going to
will
be
be overtime.
It's going to be like 5 seconds of overtime.
I mean, we're lowless, so we're probably not gonna get shot, but...
Gets the heck out of Dodge! The shot comes off! One of the uglier games of Spy Party I've seen, but it works out for
made me
Bloom.
cringe so hard so many times.
It wasn't pretty. It definitely wasn't pretty, but it works out. And now we are tied up at 3.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, so I was actually watching this game live. They actually played 2 maps out of order. So we're gonna take a quick detour to the pub, and then we're gonna go back and finish up library. So
Alright.
just
Fair
as
enough.
an FYI.
Oh, okay, yeah, that explains
Yeah,
why
so the next game is Pearls. Bloom as Bacon as
Beacon is
Spy on Pearls. Yep, and the pub. Alright.
Alright.
Mhm.
Bacon as Spy on the pub. Bloom as Sniper in 3, 2, 1. Playing it.
This has made me question so many people's so many brain wavelengths of these 2 players that I don't know. I'm lost.
That was a weird little catch on the door frame in the middle there, but
yeah.
didn't get caught out on it.
Yeah, at least it seems so.
Wanted the flirt, but the selection target decided they wanted the briefcase, so that wasn't happening. And now Canadian Bacon has been walking around looking for something to do for a little while now, and just sort of winds up staring forlornly out the window of the pub. Now stepping in for actually a flirt this time. 2 minutes and 30 left to play, and haven't done anything yet.
Yeah,
There's the flirt
wasted.
coming off, which is luckily a green test for 51%.
That somewhat makes up for that minute that we lost not having any mission progress.
We lost a full minute without any
Yes.
mission progress. That hurts.
I'd say especially on pub. On this map,
Ooh.
it's a bit tough. Oh,
Oh no, Bloom!
yeah.
Bloom is on it. Bloom is on it. It was a nice little attempt. The arm was just a little bit too far out there, and Bloom takes the shot as Bacon gets back behind the sniper rifle. In 3, 2, 1.
Wait.
playing it.
We were looking,
Oh, sorry,
we were looking
I'm
at the
waiting,
bug.
I'm
We were looking
waiting.
at the bug.
We were looking at the button.
Alright,
Okay, my
now,
apologies.
now we're moving. No, it's alright. We're
Okay.
good.
All right. Round 2. In 3, 2, 1. Playing it.
Okay, Bloom playing as the red dress, probably gonna chase our seduction target. That's at the statue. Oh no, we should not. Yeah.
You have to know by now that Bloom doesn't make these kind of even slightly risky plays. He would rather just idle it out for a bit. Stepping in next to his seduction target here with a briefcase, though. Picks up his first flirt for 34%. Might be able to... Nope, never mind. Cowboy has the briefcase now.
It does go pretty well with his hat, I'd say.
Sure.
But yeah, at least we're having... yeah, I said that and then I started questioning that evaluation myself. But yeah, at least we're finally getting some progress within decent time frames. You requested a drink. Could we get a print out of it? Or difficult one? Probably not even that, I think.
Depends on where in the line we are. It looks like we might get a difficult print
Okay,
on this.
we have a difficult one.
Not able to hit it, but you
Too
do
bad.
have a delegate on the timer now.
Yeah, I'd see we should go. Oh, Bugatan?
No.
Not this time.
Too exposed.
Yeah.
Bloom picks up his second flirt and I believe gets ready to delegate to Smallman.
Not necessarily. But if you do want to delegate, we should be doing that about now, I think.
Yeah. Doesn't look like Bloom is in the delegating mood.
Yeah, it seems he did take that option more out of the habit rather than for planning purposes.
I mean, we only have a minute and 15 left to play. We've got 2 flirts and nothing else. Bloom, you gotta stop doing this to me, man. Another time ad comes off. I feel like if Canadian Bacon only watched for time ads, he would be doing just as well.
Almost, and the thing is against Bloom, I remember it's something that he told me, and I'd say it's a very good advice. The more time the spy spends on the map, it's just the more time that Bacon can lowlight AIs for AI things.
Yeah.
It might be not as prominent in new art as it was in old art, because it was back in the old art days. But I still see this notion. Bacon is a very technical sniper, looking for those little details.
Oddly enough, Bacon only has one good lowlight here. Another time ad comes off.
Well, we definitely need at least two.
Yeah. I think
But
sooner or later, Bacon's going to start catching on to this and watching the clock a lot more carefully because Bloom is just playing so slowly.
Yeah, well, we do get a
What? All
So-
that time wasted to green swap?
I love that anger in your voice. We have to finish up our flirt, and we do need to hit a green, and then just quickly banana bread.
We didn't hit the green, Catnip.
Oh,
didn't hit it.
3% off.
1 minute
Well,
to play.
Yeah,
Well,
we
hasn't
might then.
happened yet.
Yeah,
There
we
it
might
is.
then just casual swap. In this case, it's cowboy, and then
No.
doesn't matter.
No.
I was about to say try to frame him with the banana bread instead of banana breading now, but does not matter at all because Bacon realizes it was a green swap.
Certainly would have been worth a try, but now we're heading back over to finish up these library games that
We got our drink.
forgot
Now we
about.
can go back to the library.
Yes.
We got our drink break, now back to proper place, right?
Yes.
We have got some more research to do on Bloom and Canadian Bacon in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Gotta read about all those awesome drinks we had in pop. Seems we're gonna chase our steed to start with. Interesting conversation entry, but it's library.
It's okay, we have a pillar. We have
Yeah.
a pillar, they can't see us.
Yeah.
Just
Have the
stay
crystal
here
pillar.
for a while and see if anything comes to us. Might be able to get Purloin here, might be able to get a timer flirt. Oh, no! Now Bloom knows! The lean! People absolutely love picking Taft as the ambassador on purpose because he's so incredibly large and thus hides arms very well. The problem with Taft is he's also very fast, so he causes problems like that one, where when you try to get a reverse drive-by bug, he's gone by the time the arm's out.
However, it seems we did not pick up any heat for that bug attempt, so
Because
it's a zero
Pillar
game outcome, right? Yeah.
got the second flirt off as well, up to 68%.
I
Nothing
very
tried.
much question.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. I very much question the decision of timer flirts on the library because it's a Mac where you don't have to do that, and also you have to do a lot of other stuff because it's
I
5
think-
missions and not 4.
Yeah, I kind of thought Bacon was just going to try to hang out behind that pillar as much as possible, but it doesn't wind up happening. picking up a briefcase for a fingerprint here, and this is a lot slower than we're used to seeing Bacon play.
I'd say that was a quick briefcase pickup because the ambassador hasn't really left that position yet, I believe. I might be wrong though.
The ambassador was all the way at yellow bookcase.
He was going from that conversation towards the yellow bookcase when we left our conversation to go for that
Banana
briefcase,
bread.
I think.
Well,
Well,
even then, this is library. No one's looking at
yeah.
the details like that. If it's far enough away, it's probably fine. Bacon picks up a contact and steps away with a drink. A minute and 30 left to play. He's definitely behind the curve, though.
That does seem to be the mantra of this whole match, not only for...
Bug? This is the bug setup, but the laser's right there.
Yeah, very... No bug.
Wise.
I stand by that decision. I agree with that.
There's just so little time left, only a minute left on the clock, and Bacon is going to have to do some shenaniganry with the books here. Does finish up the fingerprint with it, but still needs 3 completions. No, just puts the book back. Doesn't have the flirt done yet. 1 flirt can finish that up. Contact is done, so that's not on the table. Bug is still on the table. Purloin is still on the table. But with a minute and with only 35 seconds left to play, what? How do we win this right now? Do we just time ad immediately?
Not by mission. Well, time ad.
Yep, time ad right before the beep beeps start. Steps in to finish up his flirt and does. We now have a minute left to play for 2 completions with a blue book in hand. This is much more doable.
Yeah, okay, so we put that book back in on a different bookshelf. I'm not sure if we do center statues.
I think he would have left earlier. Yeah, he doesn't want to do the transfer. He wants some... Why are we outside statues, Bacon? Why are we here right now? We don't have time for this. Green swap, I guess, is something, but we still need another completion in 30 seconds. Oh, we're just going to statue to statue. But no, we're expecting the wrong one. You can't inspect the one all the way over there.
Oh gosh, what's happening?
Bacon!
We potentially did that to delay the swap, but...
It just happens anyways. This is not how we do that.
Oh, you need to time ad again.
I think he's got a time ad. And he's gonna do it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds,
Green
1
left.
second. It's a green test. We're hanging at 0, ladies and gentlemen. And now Bacon has all the time he needs to step into statues.
He needed to leave that window earlier as well.
This is...
We might be dead
Well,
now.
we'll see.
We should be dead on overtime.
I like the waiting. This is brilliant. Takes as long as he possibly can to get this off. But the shot comes off anyways.
Yeah, it also be 3-cycled.
Yeah, also we 3-cycled, so that was weird.
And Bloom is now up 5-4.
I think he was going to get shot anyways. I like the idea of trying to wait until Bloom swings away to pick up the last inspect, but when you're the overtime target anyways, there's not a whole lot you can do. At this point, Bloom is up 5-4 as he steps into the spy side. Canadian Bacon on the sniper. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Dragged Hope is still alive for now. But based on what we've seen so far in this match, I don't know how it will go.
This has been a very slow batch of spy games. And for the most part, it has not been working out.
Yeah, we had DSF shots, spy shots. People are shooting everywhere.
Early time ad for Bloom because he knows he'll need it.
That's the spirit.
Well, at least he knows
True fact.
himself
Yeah.
and steps into conversation of the exact opposite end
Well,
from his seduction target.
to
and
be
gets
fair, right next to our
18%.
seduction target was taken from either side.
He could have got in where Wheels just got in, but decides to go for an 18% flirt instead. That is almost the
Ouch.
worst it can get.
That's bad.
So, slow
Well, we
start
might
for
just
Blue.
timer flirt and do another one across the combo and be done with the flirt. Considering time frames we've been doing, it's pretty much the same.
At least he's got the time ad, right? At least he's got the extra 45 seconds.
Sure.
Yep.
But we saw one like that already on live. We're still running out of time, so...
Bug?
Oh,
Yeah.
that
no,
was...
No, didn't work. Bacon's there. Bacon is
That
there.
was a kind of bug that if you see on your ceiling, you run away and scream because it's just so huge.
I like it.
Uh,
Yeah, that was not an elegant bug. When I said bug, I thought he was either going to start the bug while he was walking and finish it in conversation, or he was going to wait until he wasn't in that kind of a position. But no, he just went into the conversation and right-clicked. That's fine.
Yeah, the timing should have been. I'd say ending walk with the bug there would have been noticed. So I would have gone with something, just wait a little bit when laser swings around. Yeah, did not work out.
All right, and now we are tied at 5, going into the last map, Modern.
Modern. Which is the largest map in the game. Some special features since we haven't really seen it tonight. 3 bookcases, green, blue, and red. We have Toby behind the bar. And we have a ton of statues. We've got 2 out there, 2 in that back corner, and then 2 at the window here. We've got all this kind of space over here. This long time ad pads. And a nice little pool for, taking a nice swim.
We're getting shot into.
Just as a reminder, Canadian Bacon needs to win one of these next 2, at least one of these next 2 games, in order to make the grand finals.
So lot on the line here. We're down to the last 2 games. Bacon needs one of them to make the grand finals. Let's see if he can do it here and now on the spy side, or if we're going to be really clenchy at the end of this. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And Trek, if he has not seen the result yet, is probably sitting on the edge of the seat, like what are advertised. Seats are half price because you're going to be needing only the edge of it.
You're not wrong. 34% off the top for Canadian Bacon, and this is a map that you cannot mess around in. It's really big, and there's a lot of walking to do, and Bloom is going to have a hard time if previous examples are looked at.
Yeah, I do feel it's a little bit better than library, because here to get from one end to another is still faster than to do that in library. And, because you have, like, the front level and the deeper level in terms of spots. So it's a bit easier to navigate than the library we just seen before.
It's a bit easier to navigate, but I think in total there's probably more walking to be done on this map. Purloin is done just straight up.
Banana bread.
No delegate business, just grabs the list and goes. Picks up a contact to distract, and a second flirt as well.
So quite surprisingly, pleasantly surprisingly though, we're in 1.5 minutes we did 2.5 missions.
Has Bloom not noticed the guest list yet? I don't think Bloom's noticed the guest list yet.
Well, Smallman is low lit. And he was
Yeah.
at statues when he was at statues
That might
when
have been
Banana Bread happened.
contact.
That's why.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
guess
think
Bloom
Bacon
has
got away
not.
with that completely clean. Wow. Timer flirt comes off to finish that. We've got 3 completions at this point. Man, you really don't often see people just go for a straight up permoing like that. That is a really interesting decision.
That's why it may be a really good one.
Yeah, it's certainly working out for him so far as he steps into statues for the first set of inspects and an attempted difficult fingerprint, which didn't quite work out, unfortunately.
Bloom should have seen the Purloin by now, though.
Yeah, you'd think so, but he may just
probably
not
not
have any
looking.
idea what happened with it and is rightly assuming he missed it. Fingerprint off of the green book. This one's guaranteed. So 1 more of those to pick up and might be able to do some microfilm shenaniganry here. Just takes the book out. Walking over to briefcase, it looks like. And he is indeed easy fingerprint there. And when this book goes back, that's going to be the game. There's the return on the briefcase.
So yeah, I don't think. I mean, unless we remember which bookcase. Why are you returning that? Well, I guess we're gonna go for a second statue.
Yeah, he's got 2 inspects. He's not really a big suspect right now. No reason to risk it on a hard tell when you've got another option available to you. 30 seconds left to play is starting to come into crunch time, but I don't think there's any way Bloom can take a shot for this. Unless he's seen something and is hiding it really well.
I mean, Banana Bread has happened. If he does see the Purloin, and this is the second statue visit, but does not seem. Yeah, Blue's not gonna take the shot.
Even then, that's just. It's so little to shoot for. Highlights him! But a highlight is not a bullet, and it is official. Canadian Bacon versus Crazy Kaylee in the grand finals of the SCL Season 4.
Oh, I'm gonna be excited. Everyone's gonna be excited, obviously, but I remember in Season 2 I said it would be a year of the bacon, and it wasn't. Kaylee predicted to be year of the bacon this year.
So did Track, I think.
Maybe. But yeah.
That being said, we still do actually have 1 more game in this set.
We do.
In this set to get to, just to kind of finish it out.
But also we can stop being stressed out now.
We can stop being stressed out. We can just, you know what, let's kind of chill when we cast this one. You know what, I'm gonna jump in if that's okay. And you know, I might say a few words for this one. We've been on the edge the entire night. Let's just have one for fun. Let me just set up the little thingy. Let's go ahead. Count us in.
In 3, 2, 1, playing it. Taking bets on whether or not Bloom is going to finish missions.
I actually know how this turns out, so I can't bet.
Why?
And I guess everyone who bought only half the seat, you know, can now relax and wonder where the heck the rest of it
Yes.
serves you right for only buying the legs.
We get that early flirt for 51%, so that's something at least.
Yeah, that's good progress that we're probably not going to make use of later. Yeah, Bloom. Let's see if Bloom is in trouble. Okay, it seems Bloom is gonna play a hazard match anyways.
Yeah, Bloom
which sounds
is locked
ridiculous.
into a hazard match.
We'll probably talk about this after the game. So.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't relax. Yeah, you sold the half of your seat to someone else. That's right. 85% on the flirt, making good flirt progress. But unfortunately, we're 70 seconds into this game, and all we've really done is done 2 of our 3 flirts, presumably 3. We could red tag.
I'm not even surprised anymore.
Just Bloom things.
Just Bloom things. You have to bloom into someone that does missions. A little bit of animation cut to begin the talk animation.
Yeah, we only have flirt progress.
We've only got
this
flirt.
Is not good.
Well, RST is coming back to us,
Oh.
or yeah, not us, but it's
This is
gonna be
fine.
enough.
It's fine, yeah.
It's
We only
gonna
get 15%,
yeah.
so we make it. Alright, flirts are
Well,
done.
we got the green anyways.
So we got the greens anyway.
Alright, 2 minutes left to play.
Banana bread
And
comes.
we
Contact
have, and we
coming
need.
off.
I mean, 2 minutes, 4 missions.
Banana bread.
3 missions
Easily,
now.
right?
Well, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
not
one
if you're
gone.
Bloom.
That was sarcasm. Yeah, we do have a banana bread going off. A pretty good one. The only 1 or 2 hard lowlights from that. Hold on, but we do need to do something else. Or another time ad. As now usual.
Never not time ad. Looks like we're heading. Oh,
Time ad! Time ad!
Time
Time ad!
where's my little bell? I can ring my bell again.
There it is!
Green
It's a
time
green
ad.
test! Yay! I'm surprised you didn't do another one, but that wouldn't be Bloom enough.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
no.
Oh,
that's
God.
what.
Oh, and we got caught on the time ad anyway.
Was it time ad, I guess?
I think it must have been called
I think it must
time
have been
ad,
caught
yeah.
on the time ad. Because, I mean, there wasn't much else. The banana bread was pretty good. Let's go pop right back there. I mean, did let a few lowlights off, 5 of them. But, like, you know, there's 21 people on this map, so you're going to let some off.
Yeah. Yeah, very hype match. I'd say this whole match. Let's say if you don't know what to do with your friend who has not seen this match, drinking game worthy for sure. Lots of timeouts, lots of timeouts, lots of civilian shots, lots of everything you want.
Yeah, this is a great match, and we still have 1 more ahead of us. So let's pop into the screen if I know how to. How do you
That
do
we do.
OBS? There we go.
Yeah. So in the meanwhile, while I'm fiddling with that, then something I slightly touched upon. So right now, the diamond, basically, track. Kaylee is with 15 points. Track and Canadian Bacon are with 14 points, but Bacon gets the second slot to play in the grand finals. KCM is at 10 points. Bloom is at 8 points, so he will be playing the platinum.
Wait, I thought Track won the. I thought Track would have won on the tiebreakers, and Bacon. Yeah, Bacon with that win got himself up to 14 points. So Kaylee 15, Bacon 14, Track 12.
Let me just check. Yes, I misspoke. I'm sorry. Yes, Track has 12. And Bacon has 14. And yeah, so Blue is gonna be playing in the hazard match. And Magician, unfortunately, will be automatically demoted to Platinum, which is weird because it's the runner-up of Season 2.
But now we step into